Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I've got this cute little treat package that just has a few little sweeties inside, and I've stamped it so it says "That was so sweet of you," and I've actually stamped it on the back as well. Little flower, that absolutely gorgeous gingham style paper, which is from the Pansy Petals designer series paper. The stamp and the little flower are part of the sweet strawberry stamp set. I've just used that outline, and I've used the strawberry builder punch to cut those out, and I've also used this fancy tag topper punch to make the top of this. So it's just one sheet of card and then one sheet of designer series paper, so it's very frugal in terms of the supplies that you need. So you could quite easily produce quite a lot of these and not use up an awful lot of your supplies. Would make a lovely little table favour, or just something to hand out to anybody that's done something nice for you recently. So I've got a piece of designer series paper, and I've got a piece of Whisper White thick card, and this is A4, and I'm using the long side, and on my paper trimmer I am just going to cut that at 5 centimeters. Okay, so it's just the full width of your A4 sheet, but just 5 centimeters. So you can get rather a lot out of one sheet of A4 card on that. And I did that one at 5 centimeters. This I am just going to do at 2.5 centimeters. Okay, now this needs to be around about 19 centimeters, but I'm just going to leave that at the length that it was, which was 10 inches, but and I'll trim that later. I need to do some scoring on the white piece, and I want to score it at 3 centimeters, just to where you might not be able to see that. 3 centimeters. Okay, and then I'm turning it around, and then I'm going to line it up at 5.5 centimeters, then at 8.5 centimeters. Okay, and turning, and then on the other end I'm doing 3 centimeters. I just find it's easier to do the 3 on this side of the scoring channel. So that was 3 centimeters. Again, I want to do 5.5 and 8.5. So obviously you can vary the sizes to whatever suits your needs, but you've got slightly longer, you've got 2 pieces that are the same, a wider bit to the same, and one bigger. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Or are those two? Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll have the dimensions that I've used on my blog post. There'll be a link to that blog post in the description bar below. I'm just using the fancy tag topper punch just to punch those 2 ends, and then I can bring in my bone folder and simply burnish those score lines, but this one on each end will fold back the way. Okay, same again, fold and burnish, and then on that one fold it back the way and burnish it, so that those two bits will go together at the top. Okay, now I'm just going to use a little clip to hold that there for the moment. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to do my stamping first. So the designer series paper I'm using is Fresh Freesia, so I'm going to use that ink pad as well. Okay, so I am stamping on this, the piece below the bit that was punched. That was so sweet of you. And I'm just doing it on both sides because I thought that was quite a cute thing to do. And whilst I've got the ink out, I will just stamp, oops, a couple of those lovely little flowers as well. Put that to the side and I'll come back to that. Bring that clip back in. Okay, now the first one I did score and then fold all the way round. Well, sorry, I measured the distances and I scored it, but it wasn't quite neat enough for me. What I want to do is just bring this back in for a second, and I'm just going to score on one end at 1 centimetre, and that'll just give me a starting off point. Okay, so I'm going to glue that onto there. I've kind of got, when I've put my clip on, I'm trying to make sure that I've got it kind of straight, so that I can say that's where I want my next score line to be. Okay, and put it back on again with that sitting there. Just crease it at the end there, straighten that up and burnish it. Okay, so I'm kind of just doing a dry fit, if you like. So to be about there. So it does take a little bit longer to do it this way, but I just think it's a neater finish. Okay. So what I'm going to do is now just glue that on. Start with some glue on there. I don't want any glue on, sorry, the next piece, because that's the side. So I just want to make sure I've got that in the middle and nice and straight. So no glue on there because that's the side. I want to put some glue on the next bit. Okay, and just line that up in the middle, like so. No, not like that. benefits of liquid glue, or sometimes the curse of liquid glue, in that it moves when you didn't mean it to. Okay. And then no glue on the side, put some glue on this bit here, and I'll just put a little bit of glue on there. Bring that over, make sure you've lined up the top and bottom of that piece of your designer series paper. And just bring in your snips and trim that piece off. Okay, so it's now ready just to pop in a few little treats. And then you can do the final pieces of decoration. So I just want a small piece of this ribbon. Because I'm just putting it through. And I'll hold that in place like so. Got some white twine. Pop that over. Tie that in another knot, and then it makes it easier for me to do the bow. She says hopefully. Now, I'll get rid of that now. Quick and easy. That's just holding that in place. Hate it when twine twists like that. There we go, that's better. Chop that off. And final little touch was just to add those little flowers using this punch. Just lining that up, punch one out, chop that bit off, line it back up like so. Happy with it, punch it out. Tiny bit of glue, one there. I've got a dried up blob of glue there. Just pop one on there and one on there. Nice and easy. As I say, don't use an awful lot of supplies, but are nice and pretty just for some little sweeties. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. As I said earlier, all of the dimensions, the measurements, will be in my blog post. There'll also be a link to that in the description bar below, as well as links to the products that I have used that you can purchase from my Stampin' Up store. If you have enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you're new to my channel, click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, Take care. Bye bye.